Damn. It's mean. I'm gonna keep it for a while.
Made a 13 joke to Karl Malone and he pushed your shit in, huh?
Barbershop Breakroom.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Barbershop Breakroom. Can you see my feet?
No.
Okay, I'm like dangling my feet like a little kid. I want to roast me.
You're good.
Episode 46. I want to have a moment of silence. Quick rest in peace to the running back for the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Anybody else that we remember?
Might have been at
Ole
Denver
Miss
for a little bit.
He went to Arkansas. Jesus Christ.
No, he didn't. He probably did.
Google it. Rest in peace to Alex Collins. Quick moment of silence while Jordan Googles where he went to school at.
Motorcycles, bro. Don't fucking buy them.
That's how he died? It was a motorcycle accident? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see how he died. Damn.
No.
28 years old.
That's why I'm too
Young.
scared to get a motorcycle.
Young, man. Dang. Where do you go to college at?
Ole Miss.
You're a liar. You are such a bad liar. You're fucking lying ass face.
He went to Arkansas. No, I seen a clip of a highlight of him against Ole Miss, and I fucked it up.
I'm sorry. All right, Jordan, go.
All right. Start us off. You got 5 minutes to hide a paperclip anywhere in your house, and a detective has 24 hours to find it. If they don't, you get $1 million. Where are you hiding?
I saw someone's answer. Can I steal it?
So I'm going to tie a fishing string to the bottom of my drain plug in one of my sinks. So I'm going to tie it to the paper clip, tie it around the bottom of the drain, and put the drain back in. Boom.
It's a
Is
good
that
one.
stupid?
No.
That was just on the fly. Was that dumb?
I mean, and unless the garbage disposal starts going, or maybe
I'm going to do it in like my bathroom.
someone washes their hands, that shit.
It starts rattling down there in the pipes.
That shit goes around.
You got a good point. I might be going to jail. I'm just like, what you got?
Me or Jordan?
You.
Me. I gotta hide this for.
Why are you?
for this
Wait,
sake.
what are you hiding?
Hold on.
Yeah, what do you...
Can I give my answer first?
Yes.
I'll give my answer first. I saw someone said put it in a pickle jar and then put it inside of a pickle, so like straight down inside of it, so you can't even see it.
That's genius.
No one's gonna check a pickle.
I mean-
pickle. That's genius. Just put the refrigerator inside of like some ice cream or some shit like that.
Yeah. So at my house, unfortunately, we have a gap in our countertop. So I was about to just drop that bitch down in there. I ain't never going to need to get it back out. So, but if I didn't have that, I'd probably like grab a random like cleaning can from under the sink and like put it in the cap, put the cap back on.
Smart. I feel like we're underestimating these detectives here.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it could be Big Clips as a detective. We don't really know who the detective
If it's
is.
Clips as a detective, I'm holding it in my hand because I'm safe at that point.
You gotta just put it in some food container that he ain't gonna open.
He's opening all the food.
Nah. Only the chicken nuggets,
Except
bro.
the pickles.
Only the chicken nuggets.
He only opening
even
everything
pizza rolls.
except the pickles.
Yeah, he might open pizza rolls, but if you make like a mean, like, I don't even know, like an Italian, I don't know, anything besides chicken nuggets, he ain't eating it.
Facts. All right, Derrick.
Speaking about gaps,
You talking shit?
no, I
I
got a
think
worse.
he's talking about his newly acquired one.
I think I got a worse gap. So,
Talk to us.
damn, it's mean. I'm gonna keep it for a while.
Made a 13 joke to Karl Malone and he pushed your shit in, huh?
It was a big dude.
That's why I said Karl Malone's because you said you got elbowed in the face by a dude like Karl Malone.
He was round. Well, he was more like Charles Barkley, more round. But
He watches the pod and beats Derrick's ass.
he already did. So. good
Again.
form.
Now, you look like a hockey player, though.
Do I?
Yeah, you put a jersey on, bro. People will really believe it.
But all right, so this is what happened. Is we're playing in the men's league. Playing 2-3. I'm down low at the short corner, and this dude splits the two in the front, comes down. There's a dude in the corner on my side. At least I think there still was. So I wasn't like going down on him. Pause.
What did he say?
I wasn't. Shit.
Sinking.
I wasn't sinking down. So the dude in the middle was going to pick him up, right? And as this dude's picking him up, I'm like just standing right here. This dude's driving in on this side. I'm just watching him because I'm not going to do shit. I'm just watching. All of a sudden, he just mid-layup just throws his fucking elbow back.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Tooth gone, blood everywhere.
Damn.
Still got blood on my book bag and my basketball shoes. So
You sent us a video, and at the end, you go, this shit hurt.
Yeah, I was about to say, insert the clip of Derrick with his hands like this, all full of blood.
I don't think you can. Can you on YouTube? I don't know if you can show like blood unless it's blurred out.
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
People play Call of Duty on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, but that's like made up. That wasn't made up.
I've seen people die on Instagram. Isn't it like the same shit?
We'll put it on Instagram.
Yikes.
We'll put it on Instagram. But for the rest of this podcast and TikTok, you're going to see me hiding my face just for that fact.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
I feel you.
This Friday is when it's supposed to be fixed. So
Oh, fire.
no worries.
All right, boys. I have a quick question for us. I think we've done this before, but it's a new season. So I'll start with you, Jordan, since me and Derrick are both Browns fans.
Right.
If you could bring back one player in Steelers history to start this season, who would it be? And Derrick, think of yours too. I already have my answer.
I don't know.
So obviously there's like a ton of ways you can go with this. With
Mhm.
any team, you can bring anybody back.
Yep.
I think to have a hard-hitting safety up top with Minka, who just is a complete ball hawk. You got to bring back Troy this year.
All right, Ryan Clark, good answer. No, I'm just
You got to let
Ryan Clark.
I think you got to let the offense ride. Like,
So I feel
obviously
like
an easy answer would be like, oh, bring Ben back with these weapons. But
yeah, like
I think Kenny will be all right. But
our easy answer would be Joe Thomas. That would be our easy answer. But I'm going outside of the easy answer. So you're bringing back Troy. Who you bringing back?
I won't pick yours, but you go yours first. I'm still thinking.
I'm bringing back Phil Dawson. Like, I know people are like, you're bringing back the kicker, but listen,
kickers win you games.
well, kickers win you games, and our kicker loses us games.
Yeah.
Like, I can think about 3 games last season where, like, if he makes those extra points or that field goal, we win. Like the Chargers game. Handed that game right to us.
Mm-hmm.
He blew it. So I'm bringing back a kicker. Because, like, I'm starting to realize now that, like, kickers are more important than running backs in the league right now. Like, tell me they're not.
We just talked about how much they get paid a couple weeks ago.
Give me Phil Dawson. There.
Probably. I'm trying to think of an area that we need help. I guess kicker would be the one. But if I wasn't to take that,
Linebacker. We could
Clay.
use a line help.
I thought about Clay.
I was about to say linebacker. We definitely have a linebacker.
I thought about low-key TJ Gibson. I'm going to go Clay Matthews Sr. Linebacker help.
Not mad at that. That's probably our weakest position.
It's
right now,
probably our
linebacker.
weakest position, so going to
Yeah.
go that. I mean, we got Juan Thornhill, so we don't really need any safety help with that. So
I like
it'll be
that.
good.
I like that. Troy Polamalu, Clay Matthews, Phil Dawson. All right, boys. So let's get into some current news. The big one. Go ahead.
Since you guys were talking about the Browns already, I seen that Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett both left practice with injuries yesterday. They had a joint practice with, I think, the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see like anything come of that? I don't know if they just kind of were like, oh, they got a stinger, and we're like, yeah, we're done.
I don't think it's anything
Nothing
serious.
significant.
Yeah, I feel like if it was, we would have all heard about it.
I don't.
So,
I think it's just like a little, maybe a tweak or something.
Yeah, it was nothing significant.
Yeah.
So we're good for now. We're good.
but anyway, in stupid ass news of the week, you guys see what number Teddy Bridgewater's wearing?
99, 00.
50.
No,
What's the significance behind number 50? Did
I
he say?
have no idea.
Okay.
I just seen that. I think it was NFL or Bleacher Report. Somebody posted like Bridgewater 50. I was like,
are you?
I've never
He's
seen
like-
a quarterback wear 50.
He's wearing number 50
Yeah,
for sure.
that's what they said.
Oh my God,
Because
yeah, you're
Twitter
right,
was
you're
going
right.
crazy about it.
Because I know a lot of the time, in practice, they'll wear that like red jersey with like just a
There's a random
60 number 60 on it, you know. So that's what I was wondering. But no, I guess
No,
there's
he will
reports.
officially wear number 50.
Well, good thing we'll
all
never have to
season.
see him on the field, so it's perfect. He can sit on the
He's saying
fucking sideline.
he's wearing it for their next preseason game, and then Barstool said who will be the first QB to rock 69.
And we don't know if we won't see him again because they got Jared Goff, bro. Anything can happen.
Jared Goff's playing. I mean, he stinks.
Until he starts thinking it up, then Teddy Bridgewater's number 50 ass
Listen.
comes trotting out.
Y'all better chill on the Jared Goff slander, okay? Jared Goff TikTok came for y'all. They were not playing about Jared.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If anything from this podcast gets clipped up, Justin Fields fans about to come for me.
Oh, boy. Well, Justin Fields is the topic. We'll wait for that one, though. So let's just talk about the biggest NFL news so far.
Jets.
Dalvin Cook.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you right now. Drinking a Jets Kool-Aid, everybody. Book them for the AFC Championship. Book them.
Their offense is so ridiculous.
Jets, Chiefs. If they don't play before that, Jets, Chiefs, and AFC Championship. Book it now.
Their offense, like just their running backs, they got Dalvin Cook, Breece Hall, and Michael Carter.
Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Mecole Hardman.
Do you think we're overhyping the running backs? Because you got to think who Green Bay had, Aaron Jones, which was crazy, and AJ Dillon that everyone hyped up to.
Well, that was
you think those two running backs compared to those two running backs are completely different?
Yeah.
Like skill wise.
So Dalvin Cook isn't significantly better than Aaron Jones, but he is better than Aaron Jones.
Agreed.
AJ Dillon, I think, is better than Breece Hall so far, but they're two different types of running backs.
One's more elusive.
AJ Dillon wasn't a pass catching running back. He has now two pass catcher running backs. Breece Hall is a, scat back, real slippery, can get to the edge real fast. Dalvin Cook can do everything.
Yeah, AJ Dillon was like, I'm going to put my head down and run the fuck through you.
But, I mean, let's be real. That was the best part of Green Bay's whole team, other than having Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean,
their running back room was the best part of that team.
Everyone was just hyping up the running backs, and I'm like, well, Green Bay had pretty good fucking running backs. It's not like Aaron Rodgers didn't have any help there.
Well, it was
but now he has a combination.
Yeah, it's the completeness of this team. This is a really complete team.
They got 3 tight ends. They're deep at tight end too.
Yeah, they got Uzama, Conklin,
Ruckert.
They do have him. But then their receiver room is good. The running back room is good. I mean, it just boils down to Aaron Rodgers playing good. Their line isn't great, but it's not terrible.
Their defense is really good.
Their defense is very good.
If they had a competent quarterback last year, they probably would have made it decently far.
I'm drinking a Jets Kool-Aid, bro. I'm booking them for like 12 plus wins.
Green apple Kool-Aid, slurping that shit up.
I'm drinking it, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm with you.
I saw something funny on Facebook. And don't you love when you see statuses from like normal everyday people like us and they just say wild shit that's just so stupid? This dude was like, I think they're overhyped. This reminds me of when LeBron joined the Lakers. And I'm like, they won the championship the next season, right? Like, and he was like, well, yeah, after dismantling the roster. And I'm like, what does that matter?
Yeah.
You just called them overhyped and they won a ring. Like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't even respond back, but I'm like, that's a terrible example, bro. They won a championship a year later. And the only reason they did in the first year is because LeBron missed like half the season, got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt.
But I'm like,
that's a terrible example.
like, they won the championship.
Yeah, it's a really bad example.
That's what I'm saying. But so we think Dalvin Cook pushes the Jets over the hump or the edge.
I think they were kind of already there.
I agree with Jordan.
Are they the best team in the AFC?
No.
Who's the best team in the AFC?
The Chiefs.
Okay. You think so?
Yeah.
Better defense?
I really don't know.
On paper.
All I know is, listen, this is what I know. Aaron Rodgers' name ain't Pat Mahomes.
Facts.
They play very similar. Aaron Rodgers getting old, though.
Okay.
Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL by a lot.
How far? Absolutely. I agree.
Like, by a lot. There's not a close number 2.
It should be 100.
Yeah.
That's
105.
I think the Jets are better, though. On paper.
Maybe on paper, but I don't. In terms of who's going the farthest, I gotta say Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Is Aaron Rodgers still a top 5 quarterback?
Let's run through it. Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts,
can be.
Josh Allen.
Shit, he might be better than Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is starting to make everybody not be believers anymore. I'm like slowly but surely seeing people fall off of the joke. Like I've been watching it. The Josh Allen train is getting shorter and shorter, bro. People are jumping off that.
By week 5, he'll be back in people's number 2.
I think
people will be like, "Oh, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen."
Didn't Goff have better stats?
So somebody commented that, and I looked it up.
Goff had better stats than Josh Allen?
Yeah.
I mean, shit. And then Aaron Rodgers is better than Goff.
But I mean, when you run through the quarterbacks, who comes after those 3? Aaron Rodgers could be there.
Yeah.
I would say he's definitely still top
Who,
5.
who did you say?
Pat Mahomes, Burrow, Allen. Then you got Herbert.
Hurts.
I put Hurts
Hurts.
over Herbert, and I think
Hurts Herbert, or is it
Rodgers
Hurts,
and
Rodgers Herbert? Are you taking Aaron Rodgers over Herbert? Like, you got to start one season and you need a quarterback.
one season need a quarterback. Yeah,
You're starting the season with Aaron Rodgers over Justin Herbert.
I'm starting the season with Aaron Rodgers over Jalen Hurts.
If I'm doing a 1 year and trying to win it all, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers over Herbert.
And it's simply the experience.
He doesn't turn over the ball.
For me, Justin Herbert just depends on, is he with the Chargers? Or can I move him to like another team?
On the Jets?
Yeah, because it's like, his team is good, but his coach is the one of the worst coaches I've ever seen in my life. He's miserable.
The analytics say we should go for it on 4th and 25 from our own 5.
So let's go for it on 4th. And they did that versus the Browns and literally almost gave us the game. On our 30-yard line, they went for it on like 4th and 8, didn't get it, and put us in field goal range to go and win the game.
Yeah,
we missed it.
They knew you guys had Cade York.
Oh, right. Relax. Zeke to the Pats.
That's so crazy.
Does that do anything to you guys?
No. Well, here's what I will say. Ramondre Stevenson was a huge stay away in fantasy because we never seen him without kind of a secondary running back. We don't know what he's going to do having all the snaps.
Yeah, I wouldn't draft him like high because of that.
Oh yeah,
they got Zeke. They're going to be splitting carries again. Ramondre probably won't be a bad pickup. Same thing with Pollard. I don't like Pollard getting picked up early.
No, I don't like Stevenson being picked up now because he does have a good number 2. Like this year, he was going in as like the lone, like good back. Like last year with Damian Harris getting hurt, that was like a huge favorite for him. But I think this hurts his carries because Zeke he cut his hair. You know, I'm sure he's going to cut some weight. You know, like we always say it though. A lot of times players who were very good and had a huge drop off, what do they need? Just a change of scenery.
He might be Jamal Williams and just be red zone threat and just fucking plug him in the red zone, get a couple plays going.
I mean, Zeke's underrated. He's an underrated passing running back, a pass catching running back.
Zeke sucks.
No, he doesn't.
Skinny Zeke's good.
I think Zeke just like
chubby.
I think Dallas was like becoming a bad situation for him. Like, I just don't think he cared to be in Dallas anymore.
Ever since they fined him for hopping in that donation.
That was stupid.
That was dumb.
That was stupid. Like, let my boy cook. Like, why you got to fine him for that?
Ever since then, he was never the same.
So does this do anything for the Patriots? Does it make them better?
I don't think it really does much for them, to be honest.
I think it makes them a little better, but
I think they're last in the fucking AFC.
It's not going to change that division.
It makes them a little better, but I wouldn't say it's like, oh, you're going from last to like second.
No.
I mean, obviously they still have Belichick, so anything can happen, but
I'm booking them for last.
I agree.
Like, I think they're better. I think they're worse than everybody. I think they're worse than the Dolphins, like significantly.
Kind of off topic. Do you think we overhype Belichick and Greg Popovich? Because whenever they got shitty teams, they're shitty. They don't make their teams that much better.
The thing is like when Belichick and Popovich, like Popovich, for example, he lost everyone.
Yeah, they all retired within 3 years.
Parker went to Charlotte. Manu was gone. Timmy was gone. Kawhi immediately got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you have nothing. So I get what you're saying. Maybe if he had one of those players still and they were a tad younger, like let's just say he would have kept Kawhi and Kawhi would have actually been able to play. I think it's easier to coach well around a star as opposed to
role players.
Like DeMar DeRozan is a star, but like DeMar DeRozan not leading you in anything. Like
he led you to LeBron and gave up. That's what he does.
Lost 4-0. So Belichick, though, that's an interesting one.
I mean,
that's an interesting one.
He had a Pro Bowler in Mac Jones. He was a Pro Bowl quarterback. And then he just didn't do anything with it.
Here's the thing with saying he's a Pro Bowl quarterback, though.
Because he wasn't.
Mitch Trubisky was a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Well, I think Mac Jones wasn't a Pro Bowl quarterback. I think
Kirk got 4 Pro Bowls.
Yeah, someone didn't go, and then he came in.
That's like,
so it's not really a Pro Bowl.
He filled in.
When it says like, oh,
but I'm throwing that in there for the conversation.
This guy has 8 Pro Bowls. It's like, well, how much does that really count? How many times was he just kind of there? And the dude that was supposed to be there decided he didn't want to play. So he was like, hey,
it's also,
you guys want to come to the Pro Bowl?
Fan voted too.
That too, yeah. Like the Madden cover. That's why Peyton Hillis got on it.
He's the dog.
Hey, listen.
He was legit on it because fans were mad at Madden. They were protesting and put his ass on the
You've been taking a lot of shots at the Browns lately.
That is weird, though.
And
I don't know why Peyton Hillis.
No, that's legit the story on why they did that.
I don't know why like Peyton was the one to get
of all players.
The first,
I really don't know.
Like that was everyone's favorite play in the league because I know it just wasn't Browns.
Oh.
Like the Browns fans might have said Peyton Hillis, but everyone else had
white
Peyton Hillis
running back running through people's faces is
Like-
riveting.
Like he said when he got the call, he was like, "What the fuck?"
He's like, wait a second.
Why am I on the Madden cover?
Let's be real, bro. It's because he was a white running back. Like we love good white
Give me
running
Danny
backs.
Woodhead.
No. No.
Then just give me the last part of his last name.
Did you guys watch any
Jesus
preseason?
Christ. Yeah, that was going to be something I was going to ask. Have you guys seen anybody that you've been impressed by in preseason thus far?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
Stetson Bennett.
Are you for real,
So
bro?
I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
No, hold on. I'm glad you said that because
Okay.
do
I
you
didn't
remember
watch. I didn't watch.
what I said during our draft extravaganza?
No.
You said a lot of things.
Obviously, I'm referring to Stetson Bennett.
No.
Go on.
I fucking hate this. No, I was saying Stetson Bennett, like we're going to see him play. And like, I know the old jokes were funny and stuff. Stetson Bennett's going to be a good quarterback. Like, I don't think he's going to be great. I don't think he's going to be this pro bowler, first team, all pro, nothing like that. But I think he's going to be able to come in, play well, and win games. And actually be able to hold a job.
Like I have his stats. He went 17 of 29 for 191 and a touchdown with 0 interceptions. And like, you look at that and you're like, oh, that's not like anything crazy. But like, it was a preseason game. I don't think he played very long. He played long enough to throw 29 passes, but that's not bad. And his throws looked like good too.
Stetson Bennett's good. Stetson Bennett.
Bro, there was
good.
a play he was rolling out to the right and he got outside of the hash marks and like you could tell he was going to run, but he kind of like hesitated and pulled the ball back like he was about to just like throw that bitch back across the field and everybody kind of looked over and he just took off again.
He's good, bro. I didn't see much from Quentin Johnson. I wanted to see him play a little more, do a little more. But I mean, he had a touchdown and stuff like that. But I think Stetson Bennett's going to be good. I do. I seen, obviously, that's the same game I'm talking about. I know he plays for the Chargers. For anybody's going to be like, what are you talking about? But I think at Stafford, he's on his way out. I think you might see Stetson Bennett actually get some like good playing time, like and actually play. I mean, might be best for him. Just Matt Stafford get hurt again and can't play, and then they throw him in the fire. Still got Cooper Kupp. Still got Cam Akers. Like, I mean, it's not great.
Kind of like what happened last year with Jimmy G getting hurt. Speaking of which, you see the conspiracies that Shanahan is sabotaging Trey Lance?
I watched Trey Lance preseason. I'm just not impressed by that dude by any means.
No, did you see the conspiracies on it?
Tell me.
So they said Shanahan knew that if Trey Lance went out there in the preseason game and balled the fuck out, all the fans were going to be calling for him to start week 1. So he went on his own and called a bunch of passing plays, which isn't what the Niners do at all, ever. We know how they play.
Mm-hmm.
Called a bunch of passing plays to try and make Trey Lance look like shit so that he doesn't start week 1.
So I get that, and it makes sense. But on the other hand, it doesn't make sense because of 2 things. Well, one thing mainly. The main thing is you want to make him look as good as possible for trade value so you can get rid of him.
Right.
So, because I think at the end of the day, as a coach, the fans do get to you. They start to scream people's names and stuff like that. Eventually, it's going to be loud enough that you listen. But what's more important here? Having the fans on your side or flipping him so you can get some of those picks back? Because I don't know if you remember. Didn't they give up 3 first-round picks for him? Like trade 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance?
It was something like that.
I'm pretty sure it was 3 first-round picks to move up for him. So at this point, for the Niners and them being like a Super Bowl team, they got to get as much value as they can out of that dude.
And they're not going to get any.
Yeah, you make him look like shit. I mean, his value goes down more and more and more and more.
Yeah, even if they don't want him to start, it's best to make him look like he's a starting, competent NFL quarterback.
Yeah. They traded 3 first-round picks for the number 3 overall pick.
For a dude that barely played football. Like, have you seen like how much football he hasn't played? Like half a season here, not a season here. Like, he has not played a lot of football at all.
No, he's been in Youngstown more times he's been on an NFL field.
Jesus Christ.
Back to real quick, DTR has been playing really fucking good
Out
for
of
Browns.
his cotton picking mind.
So I was going to say, I haven't watched any of the Browns preseason games. I watched like the first couple drives of the Hall of Fame game and saw Zach Wilson throw it into the dirt a bunch of times. And whoever started for you guys, I don't know who it was, saw him.
Calamond, he's terrible.
Yeah, saw him throw a bunch into the dirt. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be honest. There's way better ways for me to be spending my time right now. But I have heard DTR's been real good.
Yeah, I mean,
Obviously you have Deshaun. He ain't starting. But
I can see him being a backup though, like moving
Yeah.
up to 2 on a depth chart.
DTR.
yeah, because
Not like immediately, but like over time. Like Josh Dobbs hasn't shown like much in his career. You already know what he is. Calamon ain't very good.
well,
so-
you've seen him before in other places,
Yeah.
anyways.
Like you kind of know what you have, and it's like it might be beneficial to throw the new kid in a game where it's a blowout or we're resting starters or whatever. Because the Browns are going to get to that this year, but we rest starters so we can go into the playoffs with a fresh team. But
I mean, we'll see. But yeah, I see what you're talking about. Josh Dobbs is simply just there to be a brain on the sideline.
yeah, for sure.
That's all he. That's why, in my opinion, he was on the Steelers for so long.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a rocket scientist, bro.
Like went to
That
the
is
Titans last year for the last couple
smart.
games.
Facts.
yeah,
I've got 2 more topics I want us to get to.
I
One is
also
funny.
do.
One is funny. It's just quick, just real quick. Did you guys see the old clip of the GQ interview between Patrick Mahomes and his wife?
When she said,
When he asked what his favorite
"What's my favorite food?" and they've been together since high school, and she goes, "Fried chicken."
No way.
So one of the questions is what is Patrick Mahomes' favorite cheat day meal? Now they've been together since high school, like Jordan said, like sophomore year. Patrick Mahomes is what, like 27 right now?
Yeah.
So they've been together for
something
10
like
plus years. And he was like, what's my favorite cheat meal? And she goes, fried chicken. And he looked at her like, the fuck? And
She
she was
said
like,
it
oh,
so-
chicken fried, like country fried chicken. And he was like, and then he goes, Mexican.
And she said it so confidently. That was the fucked up part. She was like fully like, "Oh, I know this."
Why she put the accent on it?
Fried chicken.
Why did she put so much sauce on the fried chicken?
Fried chicken.
Country fried chicken.
So I obviously, like, everybody was just like, wow, this is what happens, blah, 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 like racial jokes and stuff like that. But like just on the strength of it being funny, I'm gonna be honest, my wife is white, obviously I'm black. My wife has said some crazy shit before too, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, we weren't married. I would think that was low-key racist, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like, it wasn't like serious, but like the fact that she was like so confident, was like fried chicken. And he looked at
We
her
were
like, bitch. I said the same thing when she said it. I was just like, the fuck? And then he looked at her like, you don't even know me.
Right. That's more than just a race problem. That's like a fucking relationship problem.
Yeah, but he hates his wife though.
Yeah.
Like we all
Wouldn't
know that. She is very annoying. She is. All right, Jordan.
So
get to
the
one of your
funny
topics.
topic that I have is the former Iowa State wide receiver Arlen Bruce
Bruh,
that we talked about already, but
fried.
for the podcast, I'll
Fried.
let you guys know. He was betting on games, specifically Iowa State games. He bet the under in an Iowa State game. And then at the end of the game, and I didn't know this, I knew he scored a touchdown. It was a garbage time touchdown to put the spread to the over under over
And
to
he took the
lose
under.
his bet. He took the under, scored a meaningless garbage time touchdown to lose his own bet.
Swag.
The fuck was he thinking?
Swag.
To play devil's advocate, maybe he knew they were on his back about gambling, so
So he
wanted
had to
make
lose
it look-
one and make it.
Yeah,
like-
make it because it's like depending on how he scored.
Bro, he had to just slide at the two. They caught your ass anyway. Slide at the two.
It just depends how it happens. Like,
Or maybe he knew he was caught and he's like, I ain't going to get this money anyways. Might as well just get some tutties.
yeah, my dude had a breakaway, and it's like nobody around him. Depending on how much time is left, it's like,
I didn't see the play,
yeah, me either.
but bro, you got to go down. You can't score a touchdown there.
Maybe they were on his back.
The one other thing I have, going back to preseason, this was Saturday. We didn't get to watch much of this game, but the Bears Titans game.
Justin Fields had a total of like 8 air yards.
Justin Fields, hold on. He completed 3 passes.
Yep.
The first pass was -3 yards in the air
Yep.
and gained 11.
Yep.
Second pass was -2 in the air and gained 62 and a touchdown. and number 3 was -2 in the air and gained 56 and a touchdown. Now, I'm not trying to slander Justin Fields when I say this.
Yeah, you are.
But
I agree.
all of these pages that are like going crazy, Justin Fields threw 3 50-yard passes, 50-plus yard passes all season last year. He had 2 in one preseason game. No, he threw -2 yards twice, and the players that are supposed to make plays made their plays.
Okay, he has playmakers now that he's using. What do you want from the man?
But I'm saying it's so skewed, bro. You can't say that was a 60-yard pass from Justin Fields. Like when I seen the notification pop up, I was like, no way, he really throwing dots like that? I watched the clip and I was like,
yeah.
You can't see my eyes, but I'm blinking unentertainingly.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I watched it and I saw highlights. I didn't watch the actual game, but I watched highlights and I was like, I thought the same thing. I don't know if you saw it from somewhere, but I thought the same thing. I was like, damn, this motherfucker did not throw it down the field at all. All his touchdowns
and like when you
screens.
They were screen passes.
Yeah.
So for reference or for backstory, the game was at 1:00 Saturday. The shop lost power at 12:55 and was out until about 3:30. So we didn't get to see any of the game. We watched on our phones a little bit here and there. I know Matt watched. By the way, we didn't say what happened to Matt.
Another moment of silence. I forgot about that. Matt got the vaccine and it didn't go well.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah, he got an immediate addiction to going to Florida.
Nah, just kidding. He's going to be in Florida burnt as fuck in about 5 hours. He's going to be sending us pictures of his feet all infected and shit like always.
Ew.
But yeah, the power was out. Matt watched the game and I just kept getting the notifications while I was sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck? 62-yard touchdown, 56-yard touchdown, Justin Fields. What the hell? Man, -2-yard touchdown for Justin Fields.
Did you see what Mike Greenberg said about Justin Fields? Mike Greenberg on Get Up said, this was part of my topic, so I'm glad you brought that up. I believe in Justin Fields, but if he doesn't get it done this year and there are no excuses, then there are no excuses. Then it's the right thing for the Bears to consider moving on. Do you guys think it would be a mistake if Justin Fields... Well, first off, it depends what we think the bar is for them to look at Justin Fields and be like, okay.
First round.
Make the first round of playoffs?
I mean, no. I mean, that's supposed to be the franchise guy. That's your expectations of him is to carry the franchise.
The thing is, though, it's like we seen last year him trying to do
too much. 1,000-yard rusher.
Everything.
1,000-yard rusher.
And it's like with an inadequate team, you can only do so much.
Absolutely.
So now that he does have a team, he can't regress. He doesn't have to have 1,000 rushing yards, but he has to look just as good. But like, what is a failure this year? Is 8 and 9 a failure for them?
I feel like with what they have and being in the NFC, not making the playoffs is a failure.
Not making the playoffs.
I mean, even in their division, they got basically the Vikings and then a little bit of Lions.
Yeah. Packers, I don't think are going to make any noise.
I don't think.
I'm going to be honest. Like, I don't think the Packers are much worse than the Bears. Like, the Bears made good moves to get good players, and they did. But, like, they have DJ Moore. They have Khalil Herbert as their starting running back. And then who else did they get a running back? Dontea Foreman. Yeah. Let's be real. Jordan Love has showed that he can play decent. They have Aaron Jones.
When did he show that?
AJ Dillon.
Did I just miss that?
No, he's made good plays. Like when he's played, like when Aaron Rodgers went down, he's
been all right.
Yeah.
Sean Clifford might as well come in though.
Yeah, but you haven't seen him. You haven't seen a full sample size yet to be able to judge him completely.
And he got a young receiving core: Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm looking at it. They got a good line.
They have a good offensive line. They have a pretty solid defense too. They got a pretty solid defense.
The only thing with their defense is they're kind of getting old, bro.
Some players. They still got young players that are good. They got Rashawn Gary. He's young. They got Jair Alexander. He's young. Like, they've got young, good defensive players. I don't think the Bears are much better than the Packers, to be honest. That's just me. So I don't think playoff is like a plus for them.
Clip that up for TikTok.
Clip it up. Let's do it. What was their record last year? Do we know? The Bears?
Are you looking at it, Jordan?
I'm looking it up right now. They went 3-14. So they were pretty much at the very bottom. The Packers went 8-9 with Aaron Rodgers last year.
Yeah.
And they're losing Aaron Rodgers.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like
they had a losing record and they lost the best player on their team.
So what is it? Just be better than the Packers? No longer have Aaron Rodgers as your daddy?
And that's fighting for that top spot in the division. You just got to beat out the
Yeah, I
Vikings.
think it's
They're not better than the Vikings or the Lions.
I mean, Lions is close.
so
the
to
Lions won
not
9 games last year.
to not be a failure this year. I think you have to finish at minimum second in your division.
Whew.
You have to beat the Packers. You have to beat either the Lions or the Vikings.
What's a win? What's a win in your eyes for the Bears?
He's like, shit, 4-13.
I was about to say they went 3-14, bro. I think if they end up around,
But they made too many moves to just be like, oh, they went 3-14 last year. It ain't nowhere near the same team.
yeah, but their moves, like we talked about their moves. I didn't think their moves were like some extravagant moves that like put them like up in the conversation with the best teams. Like they made moves to be a better team. DJ Moore's a good player. Okay, and then they got Edmonds. Edmonds is a good player. That was a good move. But it's like, are those 2 players going to get you 7 more wins? No.
But you want to see improvement from the quarterback.
Exactly. Now, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
I think like if they win, let's say 8 games,
Bro, he got weapons.
and they go under 500, but Justin Fields has 3,000 yards, single-digit interceptions, I don't know, maybe 30 touchdowns, but like the defense was giving up touchdowns or like receivers were dropping balls. It depends how he looks, I think. I think the team matters too, but I think it really depends on how Justin Fields goes out this season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
I
they
thought
go
we were
out
talking
with
like what's a failure for the Bears as a whole. When it comes to Fields, it's definitely more of like they can go fucking 0-16 or 0-17, but depending how he looks.
like I think he showed a lot last year, but it didn't translate to wins.
7.5 is the over under for wins for the Bears.
I'm taking over, hammering it.
Over?
I'm taking over. They're getting 8 wins.
Okay.
I think
then they should be battling for that second spot in the division.
I think the Packers
With 8?
I think the Packers are going to end up with 8 wins. So you got to think they're getting a 3rd place schedule.
You think the Packers?
They
I
got
don't
a
think
first.
everybody in the division can get
They got a
wins.
1st place schedule.
Packers is 7.5.
I think the Packers are a little better.
Lions are 9.5.
The Lions are definitely
Vikings are probably like 10.5, 11.5.
8.5.
8.5.
hammer the over. They won 13 games last year.
Less than the Lions. Damn, they don't believe in my dude Kirk. My dad. My brother. My cousin.
All right, well, listen.
Kirk Cousins' cousin.
Kirk Cousins.
That's all the time we have today, guys. But I just want to end the show on a positive note. And I want to say Daryl Morey is a liar. Don't believe anything Daryl Morey says. He is a liar. And I will never play for a GM like him ever again. That's all.
I'm confused at what he lied about.
That's all for Barbershop Breakroom. We'll see you guys next week.
Barbershop Breakroom.